All right, so Tim's not feeling so well. He just threw up and has a few things coming out the other end as well. How are you doing?
We're picking up the bike. No, I'm excited.
Yeah, we're about to pick up the motorcycle. It's super exciting.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of nervousness going on because we're going to have to ride back here. It's first time riding in one of these large Asian cities with the crazy traffic on the other side of the road on this new motorcycle that is very different for us. I'm confident, but there's a few nervous jitters, and
At
I hope
I won't poop myself or puke myself, because I got nothing left in my stomach.
Okay. Like, how can you be so sure?
I am dry as a bone on the inside.
Great! So, this is going to be the first time that we ride it.
Yeah.
We've been riding for about an hour now, and the traffic is still just really heavy, which Greg and Mel kind of warned us about, but I didn't foresee it just being stop and go and heat. Yeah, right?
Hey everyone, nice to have you here. We are Tim
and Marisa Notier.
I ride in the front
And I'm in the rear.
We travel the world and we pack too much gear.
Oh, all the places we'll go.
Through rain and through sleet and through mud and through snow.
Oh, all the things we'll see.
We've been to a country or two.
Or three. Oh, all the fun we've had.
You have you along would make us real glad.
So give us a like and hit subscribe
to join us along our epic ride.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Two Up and Overloaded.
I am Marisa Notier.
And I am Tim Notier.
And we ride two up on a motorcycle all over the world, and we are here today in Indonesia. In our last episode, we were purchasing a motorcycle that we have called Dorco.
This is true. I won the bidding war.
Yes.
There are a lot of Naga fans out there.
Yeah, a lot of Naga fans, yes. But Dorco has won overall, and so that is the name of the motorcycle.
It's very fitting.
Yes, it is a Bajaj Pulsar 220, a little bit smaller than what we're used to with the KTM 1190 that we've been riding around for years, but a little bit more appropriate for the kind of traffic that is here in Indonesia.
It's small and it's a little minnow that swims along with the other school of fish alongside the whale sharks and, you know, through the river of traffic that is Indonesia. Indonesia is what, the fourth most populated country in the world?
It is the fourth most populated country of the world, and I think 70% of its population is here on the island of Java.
Yeah.
So not only is it a very populated country, but it is an extremely densely populated country.
It's like saying the United States is the fourth most populated country in the world, but all of the population is in like California, you know.
Exactly.
So.
And you can just tell that by looking at the traffic here. In this episode, we are going to actually pick up Dorco for the first time. It was in the mechanic shop for some repairs after it had been in a little crash. We're going to pick it up and we're going to ride Dorco through the crazy traffic of Indonesia for the first time.
Do we have all our limbs? Is there a reason why we're shooting the shot waist up?
Okay, so I got this fruit. Guess what it is? Hold on, let me give you a better example. There we go. It's watermelon. Well, you were a little nervous about it at
I was
first.
really nervous. It's like bungee jumping, right?
Yeah.
It's like you get to the edge, it's like, it's probably going to be fantastic and enjoyable, and I'll tell stories about it, but you know, that initial lunge is quite nerve-wracking.
Absolutely. Not only is there so many cars and motorcycles and scooters and pedestrians all over the place,
Yeah.
but they drive on the other side of the road.
Which isn't all that big of a deal on a motorcycle, right?
Yeah. And we've done it before in Africa.
In Africa, you know, and especially in a land where rules are so loose, like you're kind of supposed to be on the left side of the road, but
It's hot in this gear already. Oh man. So we head off to the mechanic shop with our Indonesian friend William. And before we get there, we decided we were going to take a stop over at an office to see if we could get a carnet for the motorcycle. Okay, so we've arrived at the motor something office.
Federation of Motorcycles.
Yes, maybe it's like the DMV of Indonesia, but the big official one.
I was fairly sure that we weren't going to be able to because the bike
Yeah.
is not in our name.
But it was worth a shot. We just wanted some
Yeah.
answers to some questions. Unfortunately, as we got to the carnet office, we realized that, yeah, it was a shot in the dark and we are not able to get a carnet for the motorcycle, which would have helped with some international borders, especially on Borneo. But,
We did find a KFC.
well, it was a Kentucky Fried Coffee.
It had Colonel Sanders on it and his little
Yes.
bow tie, right? And it said KFC.
Yes.
So it wasn't like some, you know, Asian off-brand whatever. It
Right.
seemed very official, but when you go inside, it was like a Starbucks. Or
There's
like
no chicken.
a McCafe at
Yes.
best, you know. No
They have
chicken.
scones and little cakes and
Donuts
lots
and
of coffee. Yeah. And
It
how was
wasn't
your
bad.
Kentucky
I
Fried
asked for a
Coffee?
little bit of sugar, and by God, it was like I like my sugar with coffee and cream.
So from the carnet office, we made our way to the mechanic shop and got to see all the awesome repairs that they had done to Dorco. Okay, we just arrived where the motorcycle is, and look what they did. They put a new little back thing on it. Woohoo! Check it out.
She had a new nose
Yep.
job. Got some stitches on
Yes.
the fender.
Or a ducky out.
Yeah, no, it's
Okay, you're welding with this?
no, it's very good, yeah.
It's okay?
I mean, it's not perfect, but it's good enough, right?
She got two new blinkers. One was broke, but they were kind enough to make them match because God, who wants an unmatched
Mismatching
blinker
blinkers.
system? Doesn't make sense.
And we got an oil change because it's always good.
Yeah.
Today is an odd number day for driving around Jakarta. That means that if the last number on your license plate is odd, you're allowed to ride around during rush hour. Unfortunately, our license plate, as you can see, is got a 2, and so it's an even number. So we have to get going pretty quick before 4 o'clock when rush hour starts. And it's apparently really, really bad if you get caught riding on the odd or even number day. That's not your license plate. So, yeah, we gotta go. And then we were ready to ride Dorco for the first time through
The
Indonesian traffic.
All right.
Good job.
Yeah. Do what the other people do. Yeah, I think like looking behind me is gonna be my downfall though.
This is Indonesian traffic of the largest city in Indonesia, Jakarta, through the heart of the madness.
To get back to the hotel was a short ride, but it's still just, you know, it's just that first initial zoom and
Yeah.
like the, you know, it's a new bike. It's like even when you get into your buddy's car at stick shift, like, you know, first and second gear are just a little bit different than what your car is used to. And on this thing in third gear, if you want to go down to second gear, it skips second gear and goes right into neutral. So you'll be riding along and you want a little bit more power to like pass the car, and you'll like, you know, you'll hit the shifter and then you'll be like, I'm like, oh yeah, there's neutral. I do it 5 times a day. It's
maybe more.
We have panniers though, so I can't necessarily just assume that I can follow these little boogers. And there's our hotel.
Just move this guy over a little bit, or move your butt over a little bit. Yeah, you did such a good job.
Yeah.
Got us back to the hotel safe and sound.
This is true.
So for the next 2 days, we prepared Dorco for our big travels across Indonesia, and that meant packing her up the way we normally pack 2 up and overloaded style.
Which means we had too much stuff.
Yes. We don't have any camping gear with us because we're not planning on camping. So everything we had to fit into the 2 panniers and our back Moscow Moto bag.
Yeah, I think the panniers I would guesstimate are like 20 liters maybe of storage in our back. One is like a 45 liter, the Moscow backcountry. We got everything to fit.
Yeah, you
Nice
did a
and
great
snugly.
job.
You all ready for this? That was it. I'm liking it. You gotta lean though. When you're in Indonesian traffic, you go. We're still moving stuff around. I put on the little water bottle things because water is very important here in Indonesia.
Yes.
I put on our double take mirrors. What's in the box? This I'll put right here. Nice and snug.
And the great thing about double take mirrors is that they fold up.
This is true.
If you need to squeeze through a tight space, you can kind of fold them up and then they fold right back out. They've always been great. Every place that we've been to, it's been wonderful.
So I was just telling Tim how awesome it's going to be to use these double take mirrors, because even though here in Indonesia, it's very important to watch what's ahead of you, and it's everybody else's responsibility not to hit you from behind. The buses and big vehicles and cars will come up very aggressively behind you and want to pass. So you'll always want to know when one of those are coming and get over and just let them go. So these are going to come in great on the road.
But we want to say a huge thank you to
Emmaus Moto Tours.
Yeah, they helped us get this bike under our legs.
Yes.
So thank you. They give tours through the BDRs back in the States.
Yes, backcountry discovery routes.
And I think that some of the roads in Jakarta are probably just as intense and exhilarating as like the Arizona BDR, you know?
I don't think you can compare those
Oh
two
no, they
at
are.
all.
Except
No
there's
way.
probably less little old ladies with burqas on the Arizona BDR bouncing around. But you never know. But a big thank you.
Thank you so much, Emmaus Moto Tours. The backcountry discovery routes are some of our favorite roads through the United States. They go to beautiful, stunning places, and it's always good to go with a guide and with motorcycle friends who know the route and know the skill level that you will be facing. So check out EmmausMototours.com.
Yeah.
We said our goodbyes to Greg and Mel.
Yep.
They
it was
were
a sad
off
day.
to Bulgaria for their next motorcycle adventures.
Yep, they successfully pawned this bike off on us, and
Yes.
I heard them giggling as they got into the car, but it's still running, so joke's on you.
And then we took a little walk to an ATM that actually didn't exist, so it turned into a long walk. So we just said goodbye to Greg and Mel.
Bye, Greg and Mel again.
Oh, it was so sad. Now we're kind of just on our own here in Indonesia.
Well, part of me, like, I love riding and I love riding motorcycles, but like, it was just, it's a lot of traffic and stress.
Yeah,
So
it
I'd
is.
rather just have walked to the ATM than, you know, gear up to go to an ATM to come back, even though it was like 8 minutes away. Yeah, there's no sidewalks.
It's tough. It's tough walking around. Most people do take little scooters and motorcycles to get around. And it's a little disconcerting because, you know, it's hard driving around and it's hard walking around, and our whole point is overlanding and traveling. So we realized this was going to be a challenge.
Getting a piggyback ride through everywhere she
Yeah.
goes. It's hard riding
nice.
around. Yeah, it's kind of stinky. There's a little, you know, downtown Jakarta
Sure
and
is.
the surrounding area is a little bit polluted, sadly.
It is. Whew. We got
We made
off
it.
that street. Oh my goodness, I don't know what's worse. Driving around here or walking around here?
Walking for sure.
We found this beautiful place. It has a gorgeous tree in the middle. It's not real, but it's still gorgeous. It's karaoke. So that meal we just had came out to be about $4, $5. It was great. Lots of chicken and rice. Wonderful. Yeah. Finally, we woke up on the day that we were going to leave Jakarta and head to a town called
Booger!
Bogor. Good morning, everyone. Selamat pagi. Today we're finally getting on Dorco and actually going on a real ride. We want to have an easy day as our first day. We're still trying to figure out our comfort on the motorcycle and where things go. So we're just going to take it easy, not go too far. Greg and Mel said that everything that Google says as far as time that it takes to get somewhere, you should double. So it's supposed to be like a 3.5 hour day going 33 miles away. Tim has not been feeling well with his stomach and intestines. We've been eating lots of street food. It's been so delicious, but you know, there's consequences to that when you're not used to the ecosystem of a whole new place. So unfortunately, yeah, we want to take it easy today. And we have William here, and we have his wife here.
Yeah, goodbye.
But we'll be back.
Yeah, we'll be back.
So that'll be good.
So I'm waiting for you to come back
Alright.
again today.
All right.
Riding in downtown Kampala, but somehow even kind of worse.
Yeah. I mean, we kind of knew it was going to be like this, but no matter what, when you're in it, it's awful.
Yeah, no, for sure. And there's like 2.5 lanes, and sometimes the middle lane opens up, but one direction of motorcycles take over, the other one can't. So I'm just standing my ground. It's day one, so I'm not going to see that's my lane. It's gonna go, I'm gonna go. Freedom! The Indonesian breeze, yeah. Yeah, with the bike kind of loaded up, the suspension that we felt on the way to the hotel disappeared.
It was tough going.
It was.
The traffic here in Indonesia is from another dimension.
Yeah, in the Jakarta land area, it was quite
Especially,
congested.
yeah.
Like, I'm still getting used to everything, so I didn't want to start off right away guns blazing, cutting people off, and you know what I mean? Whoa! You know?
You were doing a fantastic job, but it's madness.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just people everywhere, extreme congestion. Okay, so we're taking our first break from our first ride. We found a little, it's like a gas station but without gas. It's called an Indomaret. It's hard. I'm not the driver, but I can only imagine that it's really tough on Tim, and he can only do this type of intense concentration for so long. So I think it's really important to take breaks as often as we can. It's hot, it's stinky, a lot of air pollution. So yeah, it's tough going, but as we gradually get out of Jakarta, I'm seeing more and more foliage, just beautifully green, and the colors of the plants is really vibrant. So I'm very excited to get into some countryside.
And it was hot, and like I would douse water every time we'd stop. I'd just douse water all over me.
So first day out, got new stickers. You gotta put it right front, dead and center. Now for the real one. All right, now for the real badge of honor. Help us get us more gas mileage. It is a hot day. This is the traffic we're stuck in. There's nothing cold to drink for who knows how far.
So they don't have fridges in there?
No, they have ice cream. One last one, very special. It says that every day is a gift, which couldn't be more true, and we'd love to sport this as we travel around the world. Do a big shout out to Emmaus. Part thanks to their help that we are traveling around the world. They themselves provide motorcycle tours through the BDR, which is just absolutely insane and wonderful. If you want the safety net of being sure you make it to the other side, these are the guys to do it. So make sure you check out what they're up to because it's absolutely awesome. Hello, how are you? Here, you want a sticker? Bam! 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 Yep.
Wait.
Nope, that's all I got.
Okay, thank you.
No problem, goodbye.
Bye.
And there goes half our sticker stock, folks.
As we kept going and hoping to eventually get out of this city, and we came to a road that was going through Bogor that all the oncoming traffic had decided that our lane, because we didn't have as many cars, so it was just motorcycles and they don't really count, right? They were just going to take over our lane.
Yeah, it
just
took one
completely
car
driving it
to decide, no, this is now our lane too. And then everybody followed him and nobody stopped. And so Marissa picked out a hotel that was on the right side of the road, which means we had to turn right into it.
Bad
Past
choice.
This just wall of motorcycles and cars, and I'm like, we need to find hotels on the left side of the road from here on out.
Each and every time.
Of travel. But yeah, I missed the turn.
Yeah.
And then I had to do a U-turn.
Oh my
goodness.
I didn't know if we would live through that.
Yeah, she doubted me, folks. But I was at a certain point, right? You just gotta close your eyes and just kind of just go and hope that people go around you and stop. I won't say I closed my eyes, but I knew that there was some room between me and the car coming our direction, and I assumed that he would stop because no one is just gonna T-bone me.
Yeah.
No one hit me.
It was
a
remarkable.
completely jerk move if we were to do it in the States.
Yes, you would
But
have cut off everyone.
everybody stopped.
Yeah. They just all let us go. It was
Yeah.
amazing. So we made it to this resort hotel, and it
We got a
turns out,
deluxe room.
yes, a deluxe
The
room.
deluxe on the menu is a couple tiers down than the standards in the States. We made it.
Yeah, we made it. I don't know if you can tell. We're a little sweaty.
But it's deluxe, folks.
Yeah, this is the deluxe room. We found this awesome hotel. It has air conditioning and Wi-Fi and a view. We are in the mountains. Ooh, look at this. It's like a big bathtub. Yeah. Tim, you wanted a bath.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Are there towels?
Oh, are there towels? Good question. Yes!
Whoa!
It was nice, and it was
nice.
exactly
What we
what we needed. Yes.
Yeah.
And it was next to
Oh,
Dairyland.
folks. Woo.
So Indonesia has a colonial history with the Netherlands. So they had all these fake windmills on the side
They
of the
were
road.
real windmills.
Yeah,
They
well,
were like Dutch bakeries.
I don't know if they were real, but yeah, they were windmills.
It's fun.
And now I realize that that is a throwback to the Dutch colonial times in Indonesia. So that evening we kind of sat down and talked together about how really intense that traffic was.
Yeah.
And how we were going to hopefully avoid it in the future, and we
I just
discussed our options.
I didn't know if we could avoid it because it
Right.
was like not fun amount of traffic.
Yeah.
It was hot, it was congested, and I was like, oh my God. And when you look at the population of Indonesia on the map, like Java is just all red, you know? And
Yeah.
then like Jakarta is like this blood
Super
red.
magenta, yeah.
But I'm just like, it's all like this? This
Yeah.
is gonna be tough.
And we were a little disheartened, to be honest.
Yeah.
This is exactly what we needed after this long day. Look at this. Woo! It's like a rice cake, but kind of tasty, kind of bland, but I like it. But I came up with a plan of what we were going to do the next day that was hopefully going to change the tide of what we were feeling.
Yeah.
But that will all be in the next episode.
I just want to show the peoples that this is the twisties that we're about to do. Are you all right? Are you all right? Baby.
So stay tuned, and I hope you liked this one. If you did, please give us a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button below. And we'll be seeing you next time.
Stay safe, everybody.
Bye.
Peace.
Wow, there's all these kind of like fake windmills, and what's
There's
up
bakeries.
with that?
They're
Yeah,
real
like
menus.
Dutch bakeries.
Menus. Say it again.
There's fake windmills all over the
They're
place.
real
and
menus on like the top of the bakeries. Make my dad proud.
Menus. You
Did I
said
say menus again? I'm not making my dad proud.
So they have all these like fake windmills on the side of the road.
They're real menus. Why am I doing that? There we go. That's what I'm
There we
gonna
go. Not menus. It's a,
do.
say this.
Windmills.
Windmills. Windmills.
And yeah, another real another real windmill.
Good job.
I saved it.